Sydney Stone is pleased to present a series of how-to videos using the RSL2702S all-in-one hot and cold laminator. There are 6 videos in this laminating series covering both single and double side hot laminating, cold laminating, decaling, and mounting. Sydney Stone carries a full range of both hot and cold laminating films and supplies. Please call us or visit printfinishing.com for more information. In this segment, we're going to show you how to mount the decal onto this rigid foam core using the RSL2702S hot and cold laminator. Mounting is a cold process. Mounting a decal onto a rigid substrate, it's always easier if you've got at least a couple of inches of extra substrate larger than the size of your graphic. This will make it much easier when we actually run this through the laminator. To start off, I'm going to peel back about 1.5 to 2 inches of the release liner to expose the adhesive. I'm then going to carefully line up my graphic, leaving myself extra leading edge where possible. And I now tack down the leading edge, preferably using a squeegee, from the center out. Now we have our decal mounted onto the beginning leading edge of the foam core. If you don't have the luxury of the foam board or the coroplast being larger than the graphic, and the graphic must be placed right at the leading edge of the substrate, the easiest way is to apply a piece of tape to the leading edge, taping around the edge. This tape will act as a hinge and help keep the decal in place while we peel back a couple of inches of the release liner. And then carefully bring the decal back down, again squeegeeing the leading edge down from the center out. Once this is performed, the tape has served its purpose and may be removed. Both graphics are now ready to be mounted. We're now going to use the laminator as a rotary press to apply the decal to the foam core. We run the laminator in cold mode. We start with our rollers completely open. This allows us to put the leading edge of the foam core into the rollers. We can now close the rollers to where we feel pressure. I can now flip up the graphic, grab the release liner, and run the laminator and pull back on the release liner at about the same pace as the laminator is pulling the material through. You do not want to peel the release liner completely off, as this could allow for the decal to pre-tack onto the board. The graphic is now laminated onto and mounted onto the board with absolutely no wrinkles or bubbles of any kind. It's now ready to be trimmed out to final size. In this case, our decal and our substrate are considered to be the same size, where we did not have the luxury of a couple of extra inches of substrate. In this case, again, the process is the same. With our rollers wide open, we slide the foam core into the rollers. We then close the rollers to where we feel pressure. We now have to reach in, grab the release liner, pull it out just past the guard, and again run the laminator, pull back on the release liner at about the same pace that the laminator is pulling the material through. Again, no bubbles, no wrinkles. Perfect job every time. Here is the completed product with the decal now mounted onto the foam core. For more information on this or any other form of laminating or finishing, please go to printfinishing.com or call us at Sydney Stone.